Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Naheed, back to watch more of Stargate SG-1, Season 1, Episode 5. I think it's titled First Commandment, which is really, really dope. Hey, man, before we start this reaction, I want to actually read a comment someone left to me. And it means a lot, because, you know, again, I mean, I think most of you guys know I'm basically starting from scratch on a lot of things, and a lot of crazy things happened to me over the last year. And, you know, as much as bad as it was, you know, I try not to let that define me. But at the end of the day, I try to, you know, my goal with being a reactor with this new channel is I want you guys to be able to relate to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that reactor that just reacts and it's just like, you know, I want you guys to know that it's me. You know, I want to be real with you. And like, I swear, man, some of the comments you guys leave, dude, it really does make my day. It makes my, well, it's my nighttime right now, but it really does do me justice, man. It makes me, it keeps me motivated to be on the seat and keep going, because I'll be honest with some of you guys, this is not the easiest thing in the world sometimes. Like, it isn't. I mean, I love sitting here and I love doing this, but sometimes you know, as I keep doing it, I think and I wonder about a lot of things, and it does get hard. It does, because, you know, situations were different for me a little while back, like a year ago. It's very different for me. And it's like, you know, now a year later, I'm just like kind of in a position where I just never thought I'd be at, to be honest. I never thought in a million years I'd be in the situation that I'm in right now, reacting in a house, because I didn't even have this house back last May, you know, but a house that I own by myself in this great couch. I would have never, ever like thought something like this would have happened. But hey, that is life. You know, that is how it goes. You know, life is not a straight line. It's a lot of bends and curves. You know, sometimes you know, it's a broken little bend like this, but then it goes back up. You know, it moves around. I'm gonna read this comment because it really did make my night. Somebody sent this like 11 minutes ago. Mr. Give Your Girl Back. Ooh, I like that name. It's a good one. He goes, yo, just want to stop by and say I'm really happy you're doing well. I saw your video you made 2 weeks ago about your past relationships with other people, and I definitely know how it feels to get yourself into situations like that. Thanks, man. It really takes a toll on people, but I love to see that you're not letting it tear you up anymore. Thanks for the motivation. Keep grinding, brother. You know, it does take a toll, and to say that it doesn't, you know, just to say that when I get off the camera, that toll doesn't wear down on me would be a lie, because it does. You know, when I turn off the camera and I go do things, you know, I do go back into my haze. I do. But I know that what I'm doing right now, it does motivate, it does help people also, because I'm not the only one, I feel like, in the world that a situation like this has happened. You know what I mean? I wish I could be more frank about my situation, because it is a really crazy one, but I can't. And shit like this, man, it keeps me on the seat. It keeps me freaking moving, and it does help a lot. And I just want to say I appreciate your comment, man, and that's why I'm here. I want to help motivate some of y'all to know that just because certain situations end and is gone, you know, even though it's been like a lifelong situation for a lot of this stuff, you're gonna get better, right? We're gonna move past this. You know, life continues on. One thing I realized: life does not stop for anyone. You know what I mean? There are people out there that think of you as cannon fodder, and you can't. How do I say this? You got to not mind those folks. You feels me? You got to keep moving, grooving, and keep doing your best to be a good human being that you are proud of, you yourself. Because I think I even said this before, you know, at the end of the day, I say at the end of the day a lot, I'm so sorry, I know that's the thing I say. But, you know, when we go away and leave this planet, we leave by ourselves. No one is holding our hand. We just go by ourselves. So you have to, in my opinion, always be happy with who you are and who you are as a person, you know? I'm sorry for the big old spiel, all that stuff. It's just that I read that. It gave me a sense of like, man, that really means a lot. And I just want to say that I'm here, and I hope I'm helping a lot of motivation through all you guys' you know, lives to just be like, yo, shit sucks, but let's move forward, right? But yeah, just want to thank you again, Mr. Give Your Girl Back. That was a really nice comment, man. All right, back to the story, back to Stargate SG-1. Yeah, let's just do it. You know, I'm done with my rants and my spiels. You feels me? But yeah, love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And you guys all know the announcements. You know, I'm not gonna repeat them. Let's get with the show going. Let's get the show going. All right. He's walking around with a dart in his body, man. He don't look too good for him. He's a familiar actor.
I'm disappointed in you, my son.
Why? What the? Damn, they're gonna execute that man?
Burn him.
Man, they're gonna burn this man's body? That's fucked up. All right. They seem very terrible. I mean, I feel like it's one of them that did that, right? Fucked up.
I mean, in order for a planet to support human life, there must be some sort of carbon-based vegetation, right?
It is no accident. Many Stargate worlds were terraformed by the Goa'uld centuries ago.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
let's take a quick look around the gate before we move out to find SG-9.
That makes sense.
Can't be that far.
I don't know.
Wow,
Stargate
that's
was
awesome.
built in the middle
So
of
like, if
nowhere.
they've already been terraformed, most of these planets have,
Culture.
by the Goa'uld. That's amazing. That's when I kill. I don't know what the First Commandment is. I'm stupid. Oh, he never went through.
Okay, don't shoot.
Very sound advice.
He never went through. Wow. Brand new with Chris, man.
The people here, they believe he's their god. Hansen believes it too.
What?
Shade, even heavy cloud cover won't protect us. It can be pouring rain and we'll still burn.
She's right. People here live in caves. I think they used to be mines. They only come out at night. They're probably still after me, sir.
Damn. So it's that hot. Man. Holy crap, Mola. He seems familiar too.
There were a few cave dwellers who got the idea that Hansen was just a man like they were. Thanks to Frakes. He had them tied to stakes and left out in the direct sunlight.
What the fuck?
7 days.
A number of significant biblical events took place over the course of 7 days.
Damn.
Personally, I'd rather eat a bullet.
Fuck. Yeah, that's horrible, man.
Let's go. We got company.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. That little thing of Teal'c's the shit, little staff. It's fucking sick. I wonder if it's like infinite bullets or whatever.
Connor?
Probably take him, dude. Probably took his ass. I don't blame him, you know. Seriously, probably they took his ass. Then he's making him work in the heat. It's terrible, man. Oh, that's messed up, bro.
Was talking about.
Well, can you at least wait until he gets back?
The man could be dead by then.
Oh, man. I don't think she should go. She should stay back, in my opinion.
That was refreshing.
Yeah, but that was. She just went ahead, bro. Didn't even want to listen.
Looks bad.
Never mind.
Uh-huh.
It's probably
These people have been multiplying like rabbits. They don't have the courage to leave the caves. It's like a third world country in a body. They're human beings. They're like us.
Yeah, but
How can we turn our backs on them? Creating a great people.
In your image?
Yes. It's going to be wondrous.
wow, he's really engulfed in this shit. That God complex. I mean, I got it too a little bit, man, but like, damn.
Use it, Sam. Go on. Still loaded. Pull the trigger.
Damn, he about to get in her head, bro. If she ain't gonna pull that
Do
trigger.
it! Because so help me, that is the only way you're going to stop me.
Ugh. Yep, she didn't do it. She couldn't do it. Damn.
Appeared to have all the power.
Guess not.
I was in control. That is the strength of a god.
Jeez, he has that God complex like a motherfucker.
He's a friend. See? Smile look friendly.
You're gonna have to work on it.
I never said you were crazy.
But you think it, don't you? Well, that's all right.
Should've
I
shot
have
him.
faith in you, even if you don't believe in me.
You should have shot him.
You're people from the sun sickness.
Some sort of shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You don't know how to work it.
Not my area of expertise.
I bet we do, though.
Not true.
She, this dude is a master manipulator.
I sincerely hope that one day you will agree to be my goddess.
No. She's probably disgusted by you.
I've been carrying this for years.
The Bible?
All along, I've been looking for God. And here I am.
Oh, God.
So,
Here's the Stargate. Here's the temple.
Yeah.
good trying.
Thank you.
Okay. Gotcha.
Assuming the ghouls just
Stand aside.
He about to blast that shit, man. She is such a badass. Is he gonna be able to make it? Oh, he definitely did. Okay. Ouch. Is he alive after that shit? That's a bunch of man. He might have hit his head, bro. What about the other guys? Let's fuck the other guys. Fuck them other guys.
But some brain-dead sycophant left my buddy out here to die, so we're out of here.
Oh, you gonna slap him? Damn, bro. What a bitch.
And see the salvation of the Lord.
Okay.
Today,
He's straight up taking it from the Bible, I feel like.
bury the doorway. Do not cry, the Lord your God. Control the gateway to the underworld.
Jesus. He's really feathering this shit. Oh, man.
Lord your God.
Jesus.
There's
Literally,
nothing
this is...
I cannot do. No one is greater than I. No one is more powerful than I.
Somebody shoot him. Like, if he just... It's not good at all, because it is death. Because he's right, the iris.
I promised you I would bring you out of the cave.
He's gonna fuck him up.
into the light. What's wrong?
I don't know.
Fix it.
It's a machine. Now I'll show you how. There are two devices.
It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Are they throwing him in there? Oh yeah, dude. They just, all right, fuck him. He can go. Fuck that guy.
I generally remember one commandment. I think it's the first. Talking about the no-killing one.
Yeah, I knew it. Thou shalt not kill. I said thou shalt not steal, but it's thou shalt not kill. Man, it's a good episode. Not bad. I just want to know if the,
So you gonna be all right?
you know, is this a part? You know, we'll see. What's part of the real story? Oh yeah, nice shit, dudes. Liked it. Good stuff. Good shit. Like it a lot. It was good. Another good one. Another good one. And at 420, perfect. A couple of thoughts, and then I'll just go through the episode real quick. Definitely would have to say that the God complex in some folks exists. I'll even say that I kind of have a weird God complex. I like to have. It's a good and a bad thing. I like control. I like being things done a certain way. It has been one of my bigger flaws too, because it's kind of screwed me in a lot of different ways. But some folks have the God complex of just like truly believing that they're above some people, and that's not good to be like that. You know what I mean? I really feel like I forget the guy's name. Who cares? But like he had that in him. He definitely believed he was better than a lot of folks, and I mean it's like it's crazy that he ended up turning this way. It really is. It shows how much warped the mind can be after certain situations happen, Because he was a soldier there to carry out a mission, and then him staying there for a while, it made him be this wannabe God, you know? He thought that he could help fix a lot of things. He was using the Bible straight up, you know, words from the Bible to like inflict, how do I say this, power over these people, you know? He was kind of half-assing that shit, for real. And like, you know, that kind of power will, you know, hey man, look, when you gain a certain amount of power, it will change you. I 100% agree that it will change you. It definitely will. But but like how you go about with that power and how you work that power, that is the true nature of who you are, and how high your moral compass is. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of folks, you know, personally and, you know, in general and on TV and shit like that. You know, when they got that power, it changed them. Some folks did not. You know what I mean? It did not change them, you know? And I think that's what differentiates a lot of people from, you know, good and bad, or, you know, or operating in grays, whatever. But just being decent, being moral at the end of the day, you know? Because in all actuality, man, you know, they thought he was a god, but like he could have been better about the way he went with his godlike powers. He didn't have to, you know, resort people to sacrifice or hurting or killing people. There could have been better ways of doing this, but he chose not to do that. And that's that's the one thing that I had to think about when watching this. It's like, you know, like our guys right here, they go to a place and they get called gods all the time, but they don't take it about themselves to take advantage of other people and do other things. You know what I mean? That means inherently that dude was just not a good guy. He really wasn't, you know? It was his calling to be like that, you know, to kill his own men and burn them. What the fuck? You know, that's kind of fucked up. Frakes died, the executioner style. But yeah, man, you know, power, you know, even Teo say, just because you have power does not make you a god. It's very true, man. Just because you have power does not make you the end all be all or be better than someone else, you know? It's just, you know, we gotta, you know, and there's certain people in power right now that are just like that. It's kind of sad, you know, because like, again, man, we can do so much better. Humanity, you know, people can do so much better, but it doesn't help when you have certain people in power that should not be in power, or certain people that have power that shouldn't have power, in my opinion, you know? But that is the world we live in. You know, he's a good example of someone who was given power and he used it to his advantage, in my opinion. He thought he was helping everybody else for the greater good, but was he really? Or was he more of taking advantage of the situation? He wanted a temple built in his name. Like, come on, fam. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what you're doing out here. It's kind of fucked up. This was a really good one. I really did appreciate it. You know, going through all of it. I love how there is actual like environmental issues, because when they go on a planet, it can't be the same as our planet. And here, I think we also learned that the Goa'ulds, they went out and terraformed a lot of these planets as it is. So they are living in somewhat of a, not a harsh environment, but like an environment that's sustainable for humanity a little bit. You just can't be out in the sun all day. You got to be in the fucking caves. You know, great. You know, SPF, all that stuff. This actor, he was really familiar, man. I remember seeing him from something before. Very familiar looking guy. I don't know, man. Like I said, as we continue the story, you know, it's easily understandable why this guy who already had issues as it is became the way he did. You know, turn on his men, turn on his crew, and like that's the thing with primitive cultures and, you know, like in life, you know. You know, this goes into like, you know, biblical and like the Quran, and there's a lot of stuff when you read it. And like I said, I'm definitely a believer, you know, in the God. You know, I believe in God, you know, but you know, some of the things that are in there. How do I say this without getting crucified back here? You know, I want, like, you know, the one thing I questioned a lot when I was a kid, especially reading some of the things from the Quran and the Bible, is like, you know, if all this happened in today's day and age, you know what I mean? Like, you know, in the 2020s, you know, would we believe some of the things that people say? You know, people say they're prophets all the time in 2020, you know, and, you know, people do all these great, we have modern technology to like disprove their profitability. You feel me? We didn't have that back in the day, you know? We didn't, you know, people believe what they believe, something, you know? Yeah, I just, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody at the end of the day. I'm not here to offend anybody. I have my own belief in God. You know, I grew up Islamic, and I try to live the Islamic way of life because that's what I know. It's what I've been brought up with. You know, I don't pray 5 times a day. I'll tell you that right now. But you know, I do try to go to Jummah and all that crazy. Because I do believe in a God. I do believe in a God. I really do. But sometimes I question all the other stuff surrounding God. You know, I do. Because it's you know, I think about it in the scientific aspect, in the aspect of, you know, what would it be like if it happened in the present day. A good TV series I saw was called, have you guys ever heard of the Messiah on Netflix? You know, in that whole rendition of, you know, whatever that movie or whatever, people questioned that guy's messiahness because 2020, you know what I mean? It's like, is there really a Messiah out there? You know, they questioned all that stuff, you know? And that's what I'm trying to say, you know. Back in the day, we were very primitive and we were easily able to like believe in certain things. That's why this man right here was able to have the whole town under him and be like, yo, he a god. But like, you know, like shit, if I go back to like, you know, ancient times and I, you know, showed them some cool shit, like, you know, I don't know, my fucking cell phone or something, you know what I mean? Like, you know, who knows what people will think about me, bro, for real. And yeah, it goes on to show the origins of culture and whatnot and how things go, you know, because certain people out there are able to make people believe certain things and think that they are this and they are that, and that's, you know, that is what it is. I mean, shit, we have it nowadays in our world, you know what I mean? We have like cult leaders and all that good stuff, you know, having mass followings and whatnot, you know, it's just, it is what it is. I mean, I don't even want to get to the craziness of it, but like, man, guys, I followed a guy named Bass Nectar. Like, I went to like 50 of his shows or more than that. And it became a following, almost like a religion of some sort. You know, I never considered the dude my god or anything like that. I know some people that have. But I considered him like a very amazing individual. He was a human at the end of the day. But like, you know, I can see a lot of people thinking of him more than that. But then he came crashing down because he wasn't just, you know, he did some really dirty things. But, you know, human beings, we can do crazy, crazy things, you know, like ungodlike things. But at the end of the day, we're human, right? And, you know, we have human tendencies. That's the one thing people need to realize. I sometimes believe human beings, we ourselves are gods in our own way, if you think about it. Because look at all the structures we've created over time and done all these crazy things. We're a crazy civilization, you know? Like, think about it, you know? Think about it. We came from, you know, cavemen to these big-ass fucking buildings right now. So we've been to space, you know? We're continuously evolving as humans. Some of us are de-evolving, in my opinion, but, you know, we, as a society, I mean, as a species, have evolved, you know? It's crazy. Carter is amazing, but one thing I did like about this one scene as we're going is how, like, he said that, you know, you have all the power, but I still was able to control you. And that control is really fucking huge, man. Control is big. Control, it can make a lot of things happen. Some people have a lot of control, a lot of what they say people take big time, you know? The Dalai Lama, the Pope, these people are, you know, they're not gods, but they're, you know, very intertwined with religion, and, you know, people listen to them, and they actually listen to them and follow what they say and they do, you know? It's crazy, man, the whole concept of being a god amongst men, you know? But I think what would make all of us better is, you know, if humans just realize we're all human at the end of the day. There is a person behind that, you know, that has feelings, that has whatever, and he can be wrong, he can be right, you know. I really did like how the orange sky, about, you know, with the force field, the shield, it made me think about how big of a dick the fucking Goa'uld were. They just shut that shit off and let them be, and like, what the fuck, man? Y'all could have let these motherfuckers prosper, you know? For real. Instead, y'all just, you know, or whatever. It was also very telling how that dude had I forget his name, but, you know, the guy who's a god, he had the Bible with him. He was reading verses off that shit. Teal'c is hilarious. I love how he's becoming more and more human-like, trying to smile and shit. It's pretty funny. I think it's really, really funny. And I think they buried the Stargate after this. I hope they did, because, you know, you need more of the motherfuckers coming through. You know, fuck that shit. You feels me? Other than that, man, great episode. I hope my discussion was coherent. You guys understood what I was trying to say. Again, I'm not, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody, because I know we all have our different beliefs. We do, you know. I have my belief. You have your belief. You know, it's, you know, what we were growing up with, what we taught to kind of accept in our own brains. You know what I mean? I'll be honest, even with my belief, there's a lot of things I just don't accept. But, you know, I see myself in this direction, though. He feels, because man, look, God could be anything, bro. God could be just this big ball of energy. Who knows? God, there's something out there. But the scariest part is maybe there's something not out there. I think one of the craziest things that human beings have a hard time grasping is that maybe this right here is it. And there's nothing after that. In my brain, I've accepted both, If there's something after this, yeah, man, that's dope as hell. That's dope as heck, cuz. And if there isn't, I can sit here and say that I've lived a life that I can be happy with, right? It's a scary thought, but, at least I lived the life that I wanted to, And we shouldn't, another thing I was, religion and gods should not be the reason we are good or decent people. We should be good or decent because we want to be good or decent, right? That too. All right, man, long conversation. I know, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is really good. I think I went on a little bit of a tangent, but then you guys are here to see me, my thoughts and my ideas. And if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't, right? Yeah, man, tell me what y'all thought about this episode. What y'all thought about my discussion, Like I always say, man, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and your families, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Yo, thank you, YouTube, for watching this episode of Stargate SG-1 with me. It means a blast back here. A big shout out to James Torley, our God level patron, and a big shout out to you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.